Like and share and subscribe.
Welcome to Kool Sports Talk. You know who it is. Let's get right into it. Buckets. Josephus Armenthal Demetrius Jamel Morant was investigated for brandishing a gun on his IG Live in a strip club. Attention is a hell of a drug. Apparently, this ain't the first time Josephus was in Recklessville, USA either. Check this article out on ESPN. Grizzlies talk to Morant about conduct before video, coach says. Members of the organization had spoken to the all-star guard Josephus Armenthal Morant about his off-court conduct before he posted a video in which he appeared to be displaying a gun in the strip club. So you was already given the warning. And look, NBA knows what you're doing at all times. Let's continue. We have had conversations in the past trying to guide him and help him continue to evolve as a person and a player, Jenkins said of the discussions before the incident in Glendale, Colorado. Obviously, this came to a head the other day, so we put this process into action. Morant, the team's leading scorer, live streamed a video of himself with the apparent weapon on his IG account early Saturday morning after the Nuggets beat the Grizzlies on Friday night. Glendale police said Wednesday there's not enough evidence to pursue criminal charges against Josephus Armenthal Demetrius Jamel Morant. The Grizzlies initially announced the 23-year-old would miss at least 2 games immediately after Glendale police said they would not pursue charges. There are definitely steps that are going to have to be met personally and professionally as he deals with some of the stuff personally to get better, Jenkins said. Josephus Armenthal Demetrius Jamel Morant's absence comes with Memphis on a 3-game losing streak. Right, worse than that now. Reserve center Brandon Clark tore his left Achilles on Friday night's loss at Denver, ending his season. Yikes. The team also announced Thursday that starting center Steven Adams, one of my favorites, who was expected to return to action soon, will be re-evaluated in 4 weeks due to a knee injury. But Morant's situation has drawn the most attention because of concerns about the behavior of one of the NBA's most electrifying players. It's crunch time in the NBA regular season, though, and as players on contenders fight through late season fatigue to put their teams in the best position for possible playoff seeding. The Eastern Conference is currently a 3-team race at the top, with Milwaukee, Boston, and Philly fighting that thing out, with young postseason hopefuls of the Cleveland Cavs, New York Knickerbockers, and the Mikal Bridges Brooklyn-led Nets a tier beneath. The Denver Nuggets are a clear-cut favorite in the West at the moment, with the Sacramento Kings and Memphis Grizzlies still competing for a top seed. But behind them is a 9-team race, the remaining playoff and play-in spots. Phoenix. Missing from that race are NBA superstars LeBron James and Kevin Durant, who are both rehabbing injuries and hope to return in time for the playoffs. Let's get it. Let's get it. But lucky for James, Los Angeles Lakers and Durant's Phoenix Suns, Anthony Davis and Devin Booker are doing just enough to make up for their absences of their star teammates. The Lakers hopped into the 9th seed last week and blew out the New Orleans Pelicans on Tuesday after spending most of the season outside the play-in picture, while the Suns are still holding on to the 4th seed and are looking to claim at least home court advantage for the first round of the playoffs. Let's get it, Phoenix. Boom, let's get back to Josephus Armenthal Demetrius Jamel Morant. The recent behavior, bruh. You know what I don't get though is the outpouring of defense. Steven Jackson, Penny Hardaway, etc., etc. Check this out from Stephen A. Jackson. Steven Jackson. I said Stephen A. Jackson. He kind of reminded me of Stephen A. with all this talk.
Y'all ain't got no experience with this situation, right? I've made mistakes. I've made bad choices. It's about what you do after those bad choices, right? The only thing I would tell Ja, have the people around you that care about you and care about your job the way you care about it. Don't have people around you that care about your job because they care about what you're gonna do for them. Have the people that around you that care about your job enough that they don't want you to lose it. They won't put you in a position to lose your job or everything you work for. That's the people you need to have around you. We all make mistakes. Understand this, Ja. Don't let nobody make you feel like the world is over. You made a mistake, bro. Mistakes have been made. Everybody's made mistakes. But these same people are gonna be the same people that if something was to happen to you and you didn't have a gun and something happened to you, they're gonna be the first people to say, damn, that nigga should have had a gun on him. Don't listen to nobody, bro. You made a mistake, so be it. The biggest thing is what you do after you made a mistake, right? They had a lot of things to say about me after the brawl. Are they saying them today? No. Do you, Ja. Just learn from your mistakes, dog.
Yeah, Steven Jackson made a few good points, but telling a young 23-year-old millionaire to do what he wants to do is not a good look and not a good idea. I say that to say this because take that advice, youngins, and you'll find yourself playing on blacktop getting robbed for the little coins you have left because I'm sure you didn't have any investments, savings, because the people on your team probably ain't telling you to do stuff like this. You want to be prepared just in case your reckless ass gets yourself into a situation like this in Recklessville, USA, when you're doing something stupid that may jeopardize your career, i.e. Gilbert Arenas and Crittenden. I don't know his first name. I think it's Jarvis. I think it's Javaris or Jarvis Crittenden. Yeah, we could take it to that article in a few. But yeah, you're a $9 million player a year. You're getting $9 million a year. And to jeopardize your career off this, strippers, and a gat, tripping. But yeah, do what you do, Ja. It's all about how you present yourself when you come back. And take y'all to history. Last time this gun situation or a gun situation in the NBA happened, it was Gilbert Arenas, and he got suspended for 50 games. Came back, he wasn't as great as he used to be, and that was a tarnished reputation, not his play. And as far as the NBA is concerned, they get players yearly. They could stand to lose Gil. Because look what they got in return. If y'all looking at the history of the folks that came in after him, you had Giannis, you had you had Kyrie Irving, you had a lot of guards, a lot of shooting guards, a lot of players that came after him. The NBA was not hurt. And there was a time, y'all know, where Agent Zero was getting his thing on, playing with the Wizards. Y'all know this. Maybe I'm showing my age. You casuals don't understand. But Gilbert was in this situation and got 50, suspended for 50 games. Not to mention, Wizards wasn't that great that year anyway, but still. Josephus, like I said, hey, are we kicking him while he's down? Are we kicking him while he's down? Because Josephus, Armenthor, Demetrius, Jamel Morant, y'all, that's not his name. I'm just playing. He's making $9 million per year and just signed an extension worth $192 million. That brings him up to 200 and some change. From the looks, he kicked his own ass down. Not to mention the Gatorade Nike contract he just signed that he just jeopardized. And Penny said, pray for Ja. I ain't got it in. No remorse. As you can tell on the channel of Kool, I have no remorse for this dude. Why? They all failed. Coaches, organization heads, teammates, parents, cool ops, because that's what we do. Your cool opponents out there on the court, because that's a thing now. They didn't tap you on your shoulder and say, Ja, heard you being out there reckless. Good game and all, but, Ja, you being reckless out there. You kind of tarnishing your rep right now, and you know how the NBA go. They gonna get you out of the dough if you keep acting up, bro. Where was that at? Where was that at, LeBron? And tweet. Everybody gonna be tweeting, oh, pray for Ja. Again, as you can tell, there's no remorse this way. Why? Because they all failed him. The camp told him they did the camp. No one from the camp, his folks, his boys, did they tell him to chill? Did he even read the employee handbook? If I was making $9 million a year, playing the sport that I love, the first thing I'm going to do is I want the audio version and the book, the employee handbook, because I want to know what to avoid as a professional NBA basketball player. I don't want no trouble going my way. And I'm going to hire someone I can trust to watch out for my personal needs and basically my public relations needs. I told y'all before, public relations is important in the sports, in black sports, in the black community. If you're a professional athlete, I think it's imperative that you should lean on a mentor too that got your back, that you can trust, that you can, you feel comfortable dealing with. Did he have anybody? Shit, he lived with both his parents, Clarence.
I know something about you. You went to Cranbrook. That's a private school. Man, a dog, you embarrassed? This guy's a gangster. His real name's Clarence.
Because that's all I have to do is ball and read at this point. Make money. If I feel like I want to be reckless, I'll go buy a car. I'll go buy some clothes. I go buy my girl something. I got a daughter. That's Ja Morant. Ja Morant got a kid. I go take my kid to the mall. Keep busy. Do something different than sitting in the strip club after a game with plenty of cash all over. Y'all seen the pictures? Cash sprawled out all over the place. He getting a lap dance. Then he brandished a gun. For what? I heard you was making the strippers nervous. But same token, the owner of the strip club said he was being pretty nice to the staff. There's conflicting stories there. But anyway, look, you getting paid all this money, getting thousands a month to play a sport you love, and you do this? Nah, I can't pray, Penny. No remorse, Steven. I can't do none of this, y'all. Hey, if you get kicked out of the league today or tomorrow, I'm still going to be a Suns fan, and I'm going to be rooting against your team, and y'all ain't playing good ball right now anyway. I guess you ain't worried about the folks out west, huh? Josephus, Armenthal, Demetrius, Morant. I forgot the Jamel. Let's continue. This is Jamel Morant's statement after all these allegations. I take full responsibility for my actions. I'm sorry to my family, teammates, coaches, fans, partners, and the city of Memphis and the entire organization for letting you down. I'm sorry to my family. Yeah, you better be sorry. Your homegirl may take you for half of that. Being reckless out there in the strip club and you got a kid. Teammates, coaches, fans, partners, city of Memphis, yeah, because you owe them one, and the entire organization for letting you down. Yeah, but you're going to be playing in the playoffs, so everybody going to be hunky-dory. But what was up with the pappy? Why didn't the daddy sit your young ass down and say, son, you ain't going to ruin this bread, bruh. Father getting it in. Your mother, we getting it in. Our house is fine. Thank you for buying that for us, Ja. But right now, your reckless acts is going to put us down where we were before in the suburbs, bro. Because you were never in the ghetto. I gave you a good home, Ja. Why are you doing this? You was never a thug. You had straight A's. You was a good student. You was never a thug. Don't be a thug now. You're in the NBA making $9 million a year, son. Don't do this to yourself. Number 12, getting buckets. Oh, if you hanging with rappers, you need to can them now. It never ends well when you're dealing with rappers. I'm just saying, especially in these days, this day and age. Cut your camp, Ja. Cut your camp, Ja. Cut your camp, Josephus, Armenthal, Demetrius, Jamel, Morant. Cut your camp. This ain't got nothing to do with stress. You're just a reckless 23-year-old kid, and everyone around you is failing you because they're profiting off of you. I told you all before, the league needs me. You give him that Agent Zero treatment, and now, next season should be a new for him, for Josephus, Armenthal, Demetrius, Jamel, Morant. Get it together. Get it together, youngin'. Get it together, bro. I'm rooting for you, kid. Tough love coming from the Kool, though. I can't say, hey, pray for Ja. Y'all leave Ja alone. No, Ja been running his mouth. He been on the court being real snazzy, like real narcissistic. Like, and yeah, this homie can ball. He has game. He reminds me of a young Westbrook, and I've seen guys jump out the gym like this, and the career doesn't end well. You start to be a journeyman. I'm gonna give Ja, if he keeps playing the way he plays, I'm gonna give him about maybe 4 or 5 years before they start shopping him around because you're Westbrook in the game. You getting buckets, you're stat padding, and not stat padding, but you're getting triple doubles, 50-point gamers, but your team's still losing. I don't know if this stat is still true, but it said, stats said that when Josephus is out, Memphis does quite well. $9 million and you're stressed playing ball, overall well-being. You mentioned that. Yeah, because the way the gun was pointed, I was thinking Plaxico Burress like. Shout out to the New York City Giants. Y'all don't remember he shot himself? I was telling C-Town in the background, I said I wouldn't even punish Plaxico for that. The only reason why they punished Plaxico is because he had a gun in New York City, and your black ass shouldn't be carrying no gun in New York City. They got strict gun laws out there. But he had a gun, and he shot himself. That's embarrassing in his own. I think he served his time. Hey, just let him walk around and everybody knows he's the receiver who shot himself in New York City. Plaxico. He ended up with a analyst career in ESPN if he's still there. These youngins make it out the hood. Ja wasn't even in the hood. He made it out the suburbs and fought tooth and nail. They fight tooth and nail to get back in. And you new news are weird though. Come back ready to play and avoid the strip clubs. And if you got a gun in your bag, bruh, and which y'all know he did, it was a road game, you're gonna have to give me that gun. We're gonna have to destroy that because your ass shouldn't be having guns in your hand anyway. You should be having rubber bands or wristbands or some shit, taping up your leg, getting ready for the game. Gun ain't gonna help your game, bruh. And wow, just like that, we have breaking news. He is suspended for 8 games without pay for conduct detrimental to the league. Not the team, because usually it say detrimental to the team. It say detrimental to the league. The suspension covers the 6 games he'll miss, including Wednesday at Miami. The league said on the information obtained during its investigation that it did not conclude that the gun at issue belonged to Josephus, was brought by him into the nightclub, or was displayed by him beyond a brief period. Josephus has been seeking assistance for what he described in a statement as need to get help and work on learning on better methods of dealing with stress and my overall well-being. Bullshit. And that has taken him out of Memphis on a leave from the team, sources said. Josephus entered a counseling program shortly after making the announcement, probably instructed by the coaches in the organization in Memphis. Hey, get your ass in these classes. The franchise had announced that Josephus, 23 years of age, would be out at least through Wednesday's game against Miami. The Grizzlies said they would continue to prioritize Morant's desire and need to get assistance after a series of concerning incidents that culminated with him brandishing a gun at a suburban Denver nightclub on his Instagram Live. The need for attention. The NBA opened an investigation into the matter, and the meeting with Silver on Wednesday was the final step in that process. Josephus, a 2-time All-Star, is a former Rookie of the Year and Most Improved Player. Josephus began his Instagram Live session at 5:19 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on March 4th, hours after the Grizzlies' 113-97 loss to Denver. How on earth are you able to go party after a loss like that is beyond me. Nike, which has a signature shoe line with Morant, just signed the dude. Backed the Grizzlies star in a statement shortly thereafter. Nike ain't stupid. They say as long as he gets suspended and he could come back and hoop, homie ain't losing his skill. He just missing a few games. Get healthy, get strong, and get ready. We appreciate Josephus's accountability and that he has taken the time to get the help he needs. The statement read, we support his prioritization of his well-being. Yeah, I do too. But because again, Gilbert had 50 games. This Bama has 8. Brandishing the gun just like Gilbert did. So what you telling me is some straggle-daggle said, hey, Josephus, here's a gun. Hold it for me. Oh, I'm on my IG Live. Check me out. Bang, bang, bang. 8 games? All right, we can differentiate. We had Stern back in Gilbert days, Adam Silver and Josephus Morant days. I like Adam Silver. Maybe this is the right thing to do. I offered half of Gilbert Arenas' suspension, which is 25 games. I don't care when he did it. It could have been in the playoffs. We'll suspend his ass for the rest of the playoffs then. We got to set the tone. NBA has to protect their brand. If you noticed in the statement, it said conduct detrimental to the league. Usually you get that type of statement. It says conduct detrimental to the team. This was detrimental to the league. Why? Because you got a million folks following the NBA, and Josephus is one of the hottest stars in the NBA. So, yeah, we're going to take care of him. We're gonna go easy on him. He's 23. No excuse, but I think he should be suspended more. What do you think? Yeah. Thank you, Josephus, Armenthor, Demetrius, Jamel, Morant, for setting the tone for these youngins that's paying attention, because they looking at them rappers, too, and they like what they see. What are your thoughts? I love to hear what y'all's take on this whole situation is. We out, y'all. Peace.
On the channel of Kool. Like and share and subscribe.